Back again, live views from the chair podcast. We got to be at 100 by now.
I would think so. I haven't checked in a while, but if we're not at 100, we're getting there close, and I keep forgetting to check because we should have like multiple guests for the 100. I would say. So yeah, remind me to check this week because we should be pretty close to there.
I would say we're there.
I think we're there. Yeah, we're probably there. We're probably there. You're right. I fucked up on that one then.
Actually at 99. So next week's episode is 100.
Oh, next week's 100.
Next week
Wow.
is
Wow.
100.
Check us out.
Next week is the big
Oh,
100.
check us out.
The
Let's
universe
get it.
did not fail.
Tasha Hosang, what's going on, gang?
What's up? What's up?
Dude, I'm having a blast. I guess weekend recap.
Yeah, what you get into, man?
It's time to cut my beard. I think I'm gonna chop it tomorrow.
How low you going?
Oh, not super low, but I'm feeling a little like unprofessional. At
work.
I'll be honest. I'm feeling a little unprofessional at work because I look way it's a little crazy right now. It is.
Hey,
I've been trying to mat it down and shit, and it's just getting out of hand, bro. It's getting out of hand.
You know what? I'm not even mad at that, man. I'm not even mad at that.
Now, weekend was good, bro. Friday I didn't do too much. Saturday I got back into hooping, so I've been hooping a lot. Went Saturday morning hooping, then I went down to Johnny and Courtney was in town, so they decided to stay in Delaware. So I went down to Delaware to Shane's house, and we had a little gathering. And I hung out with my good pal Bree for a bit. So hit Trey's game on Sunday, golfed. It was a solid weekend. Nothing crazy.
That's good, man. My weekend. This was the first weekend of abnormality with my Achilles situation, so my shit was all in the crib. My bright side, I got a 1 win in fantasy in one of my leagues, so looked like one of my leagues looking a little dim, but my other one is cool.
I'm shot in one league. I'm going for the championship in another league. That's how life works. I'm on top of the world right now, John. Yeah, how are you transitioning with the injury life?
Luckily, I'm a fucking gamer, so it's not bad. I couldn't imagine doing this shit 20 years ago, though, because I don't know what people was doing in the house. I mean, yes, you can read and do other shit, but all the technology we got, I could do whatever on this damn laptop, play games, read books, YouTube. I'm just glad this happened in the era that I'm in, because I couldn't imagine, even with the technology medically, like, I couldn't imagine what the fuck people was doing back in the day with injuries like this.
Yeah, game over.
Yeah.
Game over. John, I'm on top of the world. I told you I won the Phillies lottery, so I'm going to the World Series next week. Going to be absolutely fucking lit.
How you feeling about it, man?
I'm on top of the world, John. I'm on top of the world over here. Okay? It's going to be a blast. I thought I missed out. Refreshed. You know, I called it late. Called Brandon. I said, yeah, I won the lottery. Tried to buy some tickets. They was all sold out. Refreshed in like an hour. Everything's back. Grab some. Now me, Kyle, and Brandon going to the World Series on Tuesday. It's going to be fucking sick, dog.
Yeah, sounds like it's gonna be a ball. Every time I go to a Phillies game, even though I'm not a Phillies fan, I go when they play the Dodgers every year. It's like mandatory for me, and it's never a bad time. And for what it's worth, even though they got eliminated, my boys never disappoint when they show up in Philly.
I'm an absolute day one Phillies fan, so like
we just capping on air.
I'm fucking pumped up, like day one Phillies fan. So I can't wait to go. It's gonna be like fucking electric. It's gonna be electric, bro.
That shit gonna be crazy. Hopefully Bryce show out for y'all.
Yeah,
I feel like he will.
Let's hope for it. You know, Bryce and all the other guys, I know their names.
That's the only guy you know, huh?
Other fellas that I know.
Shout out to the Phillies, huh?
And classic, put the boys before everything. I reached out to my fellas and said, you want to go before I made it into a date? Because that would have been an electric date, too.
Oh, man. You could have. I'm going to just say, yeah, it would have been electric. I'll just say
that. You got to put the bros first.
Yeah, it would have been electric, man. Damn. Nah, that's dope, though.
Oh, yeah, I'm excited.
For a lot of people, once in a lifetime experience. I mean, I think this is the second time in our lifetime they made it. So, yeah, it's cool. It's always good when the local teams are playing good because you got something to cheer for. Whether you're a fan or not, it just has the city on another level.
Yeah, it's lit. It's lit in Philly right now.
I couldn't imagine. That's the type of shit they win school's out, work is off, everybody goes to the parade, and it gets even crazier.
Parade's gonna be nuts. I can't wait for that shit.
Yeah, good luck to the Phillies, man.
Yeah, I hope they win. Let's hope for it. You want to jump right into your mans?
Man, Kanye again, week 3.
Week 3 of Kanye. He won't let up.
Man. Even more has happened, which is crazy. I'm gonna try to list most of it, other than what he said on the Drink Champs. But he's been dropped by Adidas officially, dropped by Gap. Def Jam dropped Good Music. Balenciaga cut ties. His talent agency CAA dropped him. Restricted from IG and Twitter. Aaron Donald and Jaylen Brown leave his Donda Sports agency.
God damn.
And his day, he was escorted out of the Skechers building by Skechers, showing up unannounced with a camera crew.
And his high school basketball team just got kicked out of one of their tournaments.
They have, I think, 2 top 10 players on their team.
Yeah, one of their guys is going to the draft this year. It's supposed to be legit. So yeah, that's unfortunate. Well, is it unfortunate?
It's unfortunate for sure.
All right, is Kanye wilding?
Kanye's wilding, but in the grand scheme, I think it's crazy that it took this to get it there. Because I'm curious, is it just the DEFCON tweet that did it, or is it all the other shit? That's the thing that I don't know. Like, where's the line? Because he also said, I love Jewish people. And he's also said, I'm jealous of Jewish people because they do these things.
I really think when you start talking about Jewish people, it's like a little iffy.
Okay. This we on a limb here. We potting. Next week is 100. Does that prove his point though?
No, it's like, so this is what I'm saying. Like that's what people say. Well, his point, he said so much, and like how he's positioned it is like he'll say shit and be like, yo, but no, I have Jewish friends and I like them, blah blah. But like what you say is like the evil Jewish media and they control all this, and what you're doing is you're making it seem like there's like 20 super powerful, rich Jewish evil people that are controlling everything, and like that's how people are running and taking with it on Twitter, and that's a dangerous game to play. And the Jewish people that already went through that once with Hitler, not too far long ago, aren't going with this, we hate fucking Jewish people shit again.
I mean, I could see that being the messed up part. Is it him maybe portraying them as evil? But from how it's looking, what he's saying is like, okay, y'all see this shit happening. I said it. Y'all see it happening. I mean,
I think he's full of shit.
But then I'll say this also, he wanted out of all these deals. So I don't know if this was strategic.
Here's the whole fucking shit again. Everybody keeps doing this fucking, he wanted out, he wanted that. Kanye is doing the same shit the alt-right fellas with the tiki torches where, Jews will not replace us. The Jews do this. He's taking the alt-right shit and he's basically saying it. But it's coming from Kanye. Some people are like,
replacing them.
Outside of that, the speaking points are similar. So,
in what way?
Like they have this fucking dark power over everything. Like they're pulling the strings behind every scene. Like that's not the case. You could say that for any group. Well, you could say that for whites in general.
I think that's the weird part about it is why is all this shit happening? I mean, we could rap about everything.
I mean, that's
right. Crazy though.
Like there's a lot to talk about here. There's a shit ton to talk about. Dex, what's up, buddy? There's a shit ton to talk about here, and I don't know where to start. I see the narrative. Everyone's like, "Yo, he's a genius. He wanted out all these deals. He's going to do this."
I'm not even calling him a genius for that.
So yeah, he wanted out all these deals. I hope he has, and then he's going to Skechers and getting kicked out. I hope he has all these companies that are like independent manufacturers ready to go for him. Then. Like if this was the plan, if he's going to do direct seller, and then I see the stem player just cut ties with him as well, who I thought was his.
Yeah, I think it's obvious that he wanted out. I don't know if he thought his comments would come to this, because honestly, I ain't gonna say it's extreme, but I'm also wondering. I think my question more so is a lot of people's is, and Kanye's obviously wrong for the DEFCON tweet, but I think my question is, okay, why are these companies like? What is the anti-Semitic. What's the exact anti-Semitic statement? If it's that one, then okay, that's the answer.
Yeah.
But if it's not, what is it?
Well, let me ask you this. So why is everybody assuming that it's just the anti-Semitic shit?
Enlighten me. What else is it?
Is it the White Lives Matter T-shirt? Is it the George Floyd didn't die? He died from an overdose? Like all this shit he's been saying still?
None of these statements mention anything about that. They only answer to anti-Semitic rhetoric and hate speech.
Fair enough.
That's what all the statements have said. And that's the other part. Like, was he trying to get out of these deals when he did the White Lives Matter? Was he trying to get out when he did the George Floyd shit?
And then I see Consequence going on a Twitter rant too, saying like, yo, I'm with him, and like I'm just hoping the Candace Owens experience will fucking like end because the experiment's not working out well. So like I really think he just has people like, yo, Kanye's a bipolar fella and he's a passionate fella. So he's very much like, and when you have that much success, you hear something and you feel like it's super smart and you just go full force and passionate. And he's in the wrong on all this shit. Not majority of it.
I was about to say, because
he's in the wrong about the majority of this shit.
I mean, honestly, as wrong as he is, I am intrigued to see what the next steps are. Because, I mean, we know people that have their own clothing brands and have done it for years, nowhere near the stature of Kanye. So it's not like it can't be done. He could literally find his own manufacturer. Yeah. And people overseas don't give a fuck about none of that shit he's saying. And will produce whatever he want at whatever level he want. He could fly over there, live over there for a year, make sure his shit is right. And people gonna buy his shit because for what it's worth, kids don't give a fuck about none of this shit. Honestly.
Dude, I was gonna ask you. Fuck, what was I just about to say? I have something in my mind I wanted to ask you outside of this, but I'll just go straight into this. It is interesting. I mean, I'm sure he can be successful by himself. Adidas is still going to sell Yeezys without him. That's interesting. I see on Twitter they're going, yeah, why is he getting canceled because of this now? Why wasn't he canceled when he said slavery was a choice? And that shit.
I've seen that. I'm not co-signing none of that, but what I'll say is it's interesting.
Is it?
Because if he said the Holocaust was a choice, you think he would have been gone?
I'm like, this is my shit with like.
Let's answer that though. What do you think would have happened if he said that?
I think to legit cancel somebody, you need white people's support to cancel them.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think white people are going to support it. White people aren't supporting to cancel a black man if black people don't want to cancel him. So like if you say something like if you say some wild shit about slavery, I'm not going to be the one to tell you if you're right or wrong about slavery. I don't have it in me.
But everybody was upset about that.
See, and that's the interesting shit. It's like everybody says that, but like, were they? Did he? Like, he had no like this. Then I just saw what is it? Van Jones or Van Lathan?
Van
Lathan tweeted today like, yeah, why did he get canceled now instead of then? And he's like, okay, because look at this video for his album release 3 weeks after he said slavery was a choice. It's every fucking heavy hitter in the industry that's black celebrating Kanye 3 weeks after he says that nut ass shit. So like I can't cancel
everybody that's black, but everybody that fucked with him. I remember I seen what you were talking about. I wouldn't say that was everybody fucking with him because people were still somebody is with the strongest voice as Van Lathan wasn't fucking with him. And he articulated his reasons for not fucking with him well. And he's been consistent since then, since he approached him at TMZ.
But I wouldn't say like Van Lathan's a super heavy hitter either.
I mean, but who was? Like, we talking about rappers. We ain't talking about the people that's canceling Kanye now ain't rappers.
It's fair enough.
This is all corporate. So just because they see rappers standing by somebody, I ain't never seen corporate cancel somebody because rapper like.
I mean, but they could say like, but potentially like, there's quite a few people that could have cut ties with him off that, and continue to cut ties until
there was.
Like, he just was on Revolt for Drink Champs, right? He just had that platform. Diddy obviously still fucks with him. He still was squashing it up with Jay-Z. He still was having make good concerts with Drake. All these heavy hitters. Like, yo, if my buddy says some foul shit like that and I don't agree with it, I'm not still partying with you like, oh, it's good. And he never ran it back.
Even Jay-Z checked him on his own song.
And stop
all of that rap.
But he could have got canceled off that shit before.
He could have. But again, but look who's again, that's what I'm saying. Look who's canceling them. It's not black people canceling them. Black people,
Right now?
There's a section of black people that don't fuck with Kanye because of that
right
shit.
now, black people aren't canceling Kanye. I wouldn't say.
Can black people cancel anybody?
I honestly, I don't know. Like, we could go back and forth on this because black people have one of the highest spending powers. No, I'm like they just don't have the population or the power.
That's what I'm saying.
They just don't.
That's exactly what I'm saying. We don't. Sadly, we don't own these big corporations. We don't own these gigantic shoe companies. We don't own fucking Def Jam and Skechers and Balenciaga. So no, and I mean the weird part is it's like a I guess what is it, catch-22. It's like damned if you do, damned if you don't. All right, so we seen all the other shit he said about black people, didn't get canceled for it. So as a black person, it's like, well, damn. The second you talk about y'all cancel him. Yeah, we mad at him or annoyed with his actions, but it's like when it's at us, it don't matter. But it only matter when it's at y'all. That's the frustrating part. Not saying he's right about none of this.
Yeah, I'm in on that.
Oh, y'all only mad at him when it's about y'all. Y'all don't care when it's about somebody else.
I'm in on that. But can you be upset at the Jewish people if they do cancel him when it's only about them?
No.
Yeah,
Hell no.
like they did what they were supposed to do.
Hell no. But at the same time, it's basically proving his point that they run majority of this shit. Because we see the fallout from everything that's happening.
I would say that the blunt obviousness of this is white America is a lot more sympathetic to the Jewish community than they are the black community.
How you feel about that?
How do I feel about what?
Quote unquote white America being more sensitive about Jewish trauma than the black American trauma.
Well, I mean, there's a few ways to go about it. I think it's because we fought the Nazis. So, like, we can point the hand at, like, they're the evil fucking empire.
We also fought the Confederates, but go ahead.
But this is the thing. We did, but half of the fucking country still throws those flags. So they still identify as what we would say is the enemy.
But should we not?
I would say it's more for a white American, it's more unified front that Nazis are evil. And the Holocaust.
We get into an interesting topic. So, do white Americans not see that flag as hateful as the Nazi flag?
No. The Confederate flag? No, not a shot.
And do you think that's a good thing, or do you think like
where I stand? Like, where I stand with this. I think the Confederate flag is like. I think if you fly the Confederate flag, it should be treason. I don't understand why you would fly it. It doesn't make any sense to me. It was only in fucking service like 4 fucking years. I don't understand it. I think the Confederate Army whole shit, that shit's pussy shit. But the reality of it is, and I've said this a million times, is a good portion of the country is still, if not flat out racist, has racial prejudice to it. So they're less sympathetic to, like, when somebody says some wild shit to black people. Now, even with that, they're a lot less sympathetic when a black person says something about black people.
I get that.
Now, if somebody, like, I'll even go to say this, if a white man, like, if fucking Tom Cruise came out, or Bradley Cooper, somebody more like relevant or recent now, came out and said, yeah, slavery was a choice, he would have got canceled. He would have got canceled for a little bit there. He probably would have bounced back, but he would have got canceled, dog. You can't tell me he wouldn't.
I mean, I feel like people on Fox News say outlandish shit all the time, though.
That's Fox News, dog. I'm talking about like a Hollywood star, somebody in the like that shit's liberal, like fashion, music.
But you don't think
Hollywood
demographic of people could cancel somebody on Fox News?
We haven't yet.
So if this goes back to the sensitive on Jewish topics thing, if Tucker Carlson said the Holocaust wasn't as bad as they say it was, do you think he would get canceled?
No. I mean, it would be tough. I mean, maybe he'd get fired, but like it would just be kind of like he would probably get his own joint. I don't necessarily know, like, no, I don't necessarily think he would get canceled. If Tucker said the same shit that Kanye is saying right now, no, because he's been preaching that alt-right fucking great white replacement theory for years now. So I don't necessarily think
that's the confusing part, though, like,
because Kanye's fan base and everybody that supports Kanye is in a different ideology than the thoughts he's saying now. And that's the main reason he's getting canceled, because gaps #1 buyers, Balenciaga's buyers, Def Jam's buyers, all these different consumers have this ideology where, like that's not acceptable. Now, if he was a country music singer and he said that shit, I don't necessarily know if he had a deal with Wrangler or something. I don't know if he gets canceled right now.
But I think in my mind, I feel like if Kanye finds his distributor in a year, drops his sneaker or whatever, that shit gonna sell out.
I would think so.
If he comes out with a clothing line in the next 6 months, it's gonna sell out. So I don't think the consumer is the issue, because honestly, we always say this shit. Majority of the people really don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I mean, he's right to an extent. I mean, the Jewish community does have quite a bit of influence, and he's seeing that now.
Mm-hmm. But this is all he was saying. Honestly, that's all he was saying. Y'all put us in these bad deals. Y'all put us in shitty situations. Y'all own everything. I'm not agreeing with him. I'm not disagreeing with him, because I don't know none of the situations he's been in. I don't know who he signed his contracts with. But to say that everything he said was outlandish is crazy. I ain't gonna say that. Maybe he could have kept that for a backroom conversation. Maybe it wasn't meant for the masses to see. But I mean, I feel like this Kanye shit, man, it could go a million ways, honestly.
I mean, he's just been doing it for so fucking long with this outlandish shit. Like, it's about time. Like, even like it's not just like a new Kanye's saying crazy shit.
Yeah,
he's been saying wild shit for years and years and years, and I think that's built. Like, it's not like he's coming out of the blue with just some random freaky shit. He's been saying random wild nut shit for years, and I guess it caught up to him now. He knocked on the wrong door.
Yeah, I mean, I'm curious to see how it ends. I seen the clip when he was on Drink Champs the first time, when he was like, they gonna say I'm no longer the richest black man, I'm homeless, blah blah blah, and in 4 to 5 years I'm gonna be back on top. So it ain't like he wasn't prepared for this quote, I guess to say, but I'm wondering what the end game is. Like, okay, he's getting canceled now in a year. Is anybody gonna give a fuck if he drops a fire? Because just like you said with the Van Lathan shit, that motherfucker put the Life of Pablo out, changed everybody's mind. That's what we know Kanye for, is great music. So if he put out Donda 2 and it's fucking amazing, is anybody gonna give a fuck about anything he just said?
Kanye could get uncanceled in 6 months. I'll tell you how. He comes out and says, "Yo, I'm back on my meds, going to therapy, had a bipolar episode, good to go." He would be everything would be wiped clean. That's all the fuck he has to do. That's it. What was that?
You think he knows that?
I think he's still in his bipolar episode. And if he is a genius, like the Twitter fucking wizards are saying, like, yo, it's a genius, it's all a plan, then that should be the next step of the plan. 2 months retreat, I'm back on my meds, good to go. He would be fine.
Honestly, I think even without that, man, he's gonna be Kanye. Like, it's hard to deny I ain't gonna say genius level of articulation, but as far as music and design, he's up there. Ideas, what he say probably don't come out the best, but I don't know. And also, like I said, the people that's buying his shoes for the majority, it's little kids. It's like kids. It's a certain demographic of people that's also buying this shit that don't give a fuck about none of this. They joke about the same shit he joke about. Not joke about, but what he's saying.
Tasha's saying, especially with black people, because they're forgiving. I don't know. Like, are black people upset with Kanye right now?
Black people have been upset with Kanye since he's been dating Kim, honestly.
We started doing the MAGA hat shit, and
he said in his song Gold Digger, when he get on, he leave your ass for a white girl. That wasn't supposed to be Kanye. He did that shit.
Shit happens.
He did that shit.
Shit happens. I can only speak to like what I see on my feeds and shit, and I don't really see people more people are fucking capping for Kanye right now than anything.
I don't see nobody. Well, I mean, I'm not the biggest.
Yo, he's a genius, a mastermind plan. We support you, yay. They didn't cancel us when you said this wild shit, so we're gonna stand by you. It's like, well, he still said the wild shit, regardless if he didn't get canceled.
But I feel like somebody got to stand by this motherfucker if nobody else does.
Yeah, stand by your little freaky ass yes men you got around you, dog. And then I wonder where this leaves his label mates. Like, where does this put everybody that's on his label?
I mean, I feel like he let everybody go. I think.
Are they all released? That's good.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he let everybody rock. He gave Push all his shit. Yeah, I think he let everybody rock for real.
Yeah, for the most part, I see a lot of support for Kanye right now, which I don't understand because a lot of it's like, yo, he didn't get canceled when he said slavery. It's like, well, he is getting canceled now. So if you wanted him to get canceled for saying slavery, well, here he is now. Like, if a motherfucker shoots me and I don't shoot back, but then he comes back and shoots at my friend and my friend shoots him back, he's still dead, dog. I got my revenge. The outcome comes. Like win for me.
I think it's just the hypocrisy though by the big corporations. I think that's the only annoying part for black people. It's like, dog, motherfuckers can say whatever they want about us, but since we don't own it,
we all know corporate America only supports black people when it's convenient to them.
And that's the fucked up part. Because, like you said, when he was saying all this shit about black people, Adidas and Gap and whatever, they ain't give a fuck. He dropped the White Lives Matter tee. They ain't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck unless it's about them. I don't even think if he would have said something about white people specifically, they would have give a fuck. I think it's just the Jewish statement.
Yeah, if he said some shit about white people, it wouldn't have been as big deal.
That's what I'm saying.
It wouldn't have. It just wouldn't have. If he was like, yo, all whiteys fucking suck.
I mean, yeah, nobody would have gave a fuck.
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
Said it on national TV. Nothing happened. Nothing happened.
Went from that to White Lives Matter.
It was crazy.
What a switch.
But there was, I forget what he said about the White Lives Matter too. It was something behind it.
Oh, yeah, he had a thought process behind it. It was whatever. Fucking
yay, man.
I honestly hope, like, if it is a mental issue, I hope Kanye gets his shit together and gets the help he needs. And also, like, if he's happy not being on his meds and he wants to live sporadically and kind of reckless, I mean, it's your life, bro. More power to you.
I mean, the weird thing is when everybody talks about his Wyoming situation, they make it seem like a blissful thing. Like, oh my gosh, it's the most beautiful shit you'll ever see in your life. Or when he talks about his ideas for society, they not bad. Because I mean, honestly, what was it? The first time he went on Drink Champs, he was low key promoting just unity. But I mean, I guess because of these wild ass statements that he making, it ain't helping shit. I guess I don't know. I guess the moral of the story is don't go after Jewish people. Because that seemed to be the only thing that gets the fuck out of here.
If you do, be prepared for the consequences of it.
And I think he prepared, man. I mean,
he's still rich as fuck. I mean, he might have lost $600 million, but he's still dumb rich. I do like Kanye's crazy.
140 in liquid cash, you good, bro.
I mean, he's crazy, but like I do like where like he's interviewing the people and be like, "Yo, what's your net worth, pussy?" I like that shit. That is funny. Like, you don't talk to me crazy, dog. What's your net worth?
Right.
Like, yeah, okay, you got it, buddy. Kanye. Brittney Griner. Want to go straight into that?
Yeah, man.
Brittney Griner lost her appeal in the Russia courts.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to serve her full 9 years.
So looking like 8 now. Fucked up, man.
What did I just say about white people not being as sympathetic to black people?
There you go.
They are not. They are not.
We got Kanye the fuck out of here. We don't give a damn about Brittney Griner in a country that is warring with a supposed ally.
They are not sympathetic. Brittney, everyone keeps going with this debate of like, well, she did the time or she did the crime. She got to do the time. I'm like, yeah, that's fair. They're like, but what's the time? Like, if she had an accurate punishment for the crime, yeah, for sure, go for it. The bitch has been playing there. The lady's been playing that for 8 years now. If she got caught with less than a gram in her weed pen, and the most recent person that got caught with weed over there from the U.S. got a $500 fine, then she needs to get hit with a $500 fine, not a 9 years drug smuggling case. It's not fair. It's not proportioned. They need to let her go. I did have one of my conservative buddies say, the administration's not doing enough to get her home. Is that what we're feeling right now?
They absolutely are not. I ain't gonna compare this to the Kanye situation because I don't think the government really has anything to do with what's going on with Kanye. But the fact that the media is covering Kanye more than they covering this, it's kind of crazy. I mean, I guess it just goes to show where the priorities of the country is at. I think we more so at a what entertains us rather than what really matters in the world, because our people locked up in foreign countries for shit that we deem light, and though they take it serious over there, it's still like, let's do something about this shit.
It's light. That shit's light. They don't take it that serious. This is all cap.
Okay?
Here's my thing though. Like, people say the administration's not doing enough. What's the plan here? Like, so far they've offered the weapons guy, the mass weapons dealer, over to them months ago, and they keep pushing it for Brittney and another American that's over there that they've got classified as wrongfully imprisoned, and Russia's just not responded. So at this point, if you're offering the trades and you keep saying, well, what will it take, and they're not responding, I mean, the next steps, here's the reality of it. Are we ready to go to war over Brittney Griner? Yes or no?
I was about to ask.
That's the reality of it.
War over a citizen. And honestly, if this was, if it was a political figure, would we be going to war over the political person? If it was,
I was thinking if it was a kid, would we be going to war over it?
I don't know. I don't think we'd go to war over a kid. If I feel like if they were being tortured or whatever, yeah. But I feel like if this was a political person or maybe even a journalist or something like that, I feel like we would be right over there.
Well, I'm curious now. It's like, what do you feel like?
Should we go to war for Brittney Griner?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a tough conversation because a war is going to cost American lives.
Oh, that's the thing.
It's going to cost a shit ton of money. It's going to change the whole economy. Stressful years. I honestly would just, I mean, that's why I'm not in a political position, because that's a stressful question to answer. And I'm pretty sure that's been a question thrown at whoever is in charge of making those decisions is, are we ready to bear arms over this woman? And it's just the reason that we're going to go. Because honestly, it seemed like any other time we find any other reason to go to war. I don't know if Brittney Griner going to be the reason that these people want to go to war with Russia. And it's honestly sounding like we don't even want to go to war with Russia, because I feel like we would have did it.
We don't want to go to war with Russia. We don't know if they have the nukes or not. We don't know if they really have the nuke power or if they don't. And that's the thing is, if we're offering a fair trade, and it's not a fair trade, it's not a fair fucking trade. We're offering a weapons dealer, a 20-year career weapons dealer for a basketball player that got caught with the equivalent of a joint.
Right.
They should be jumping all over that. And they're pretty much not to say, fuck you. Fuck you guys. We know she's got some kind of pop culture over there, some celebrity, and everybody's going to sit that we have the control and the power to stick over there. Is it absolutely brutal for her? Yes. Should we go to war for her? That's, as somebody that's not in the military, that's a hard question for me to answer.
Hell yeah. I can't see us doing it.
Would I sacrifice my life to go save Brittney Griner?
And the answer is no.
Well, that's the question you have to ask when we start talking about should we go to war, because that's what we're asking a lot of our soldiers to do.
Mm-hmm.
Would I sacrifice my life to go get Brittney Griner? Like here on a podcast, I'm gonna say, "Fuck yeah!" I'd kick in a door, and if I die, I die.
Well, realistically, the majority of people saying no, and honestly,
I would be impossible. Should we put more pressure on them? Yeah, 100%.
And whatever that looks like, yes. I mean, we've already sanctioned them. Other countries have followed suit, so it's not like we got a good relationship with them.
I mean, here's the shit with Russia is when we went out there and said, "Yeah, we'll pull our support for Ukraine if you give Brittney back," then they probably do it. But like, is that even like I don't.
I mean, like I don't understand.
Shitty situation.
I don't understand. I'm gonna probably do more research now that I got more time on my hands, but I don't fully understand the whole issue with why we supporting Ukraine. I get it on the stance of you don't want somebody just dominating other countries, but on the point of
could be completely wrong on here, but from some of the articles I was reading when it first popped off is if they get Ukraine's territory, they have access to certain minerals and whatnot. Basically, it'll boost their economy and they'll have more leverage land-wise. So it's kind of like we don't want them to gain that extra power.
But then that goes to the question: okay, why are we not at war with them?
I think
honestly, I don't even think.
Yeah, I don't want to say we should be, but I think it's getting to that point where they keep fucking with us. It might have to be time to go to war.
And if we did declare war on them, I honestly don't think there's a clear way to get Brittney back. I feel like they could just kill her. If they y'all invading, we're gonna kill her.
That's the thing. Even if we're like, give Brittney back or we're going to war. All right, we're going to war. She'd probably be the first one killed.
Yeah, facts.
So it's a tricky spot. We don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm sure she's not getting treated great over there.
Hell no.
I'm sure she's not getting treated. But she's been over there like 8-9 months by now, if not longer. It's an awful situation for her, and I've got super sympathy. I just don't know at this point what we could do to get her back.
Honestly, nothing, man. I think what you said about pulling troops or pulling support, that's probably the only thing I could see happen fast. But I mean, like you said, if that's the case with them getting territory and they get all this leverage, then of course we wouldn't do it. So I think it's just she's in a fucked up situation. I think that's where the country is going to, or the government is going to stand on, like, hey, man, I mean, if we wasn't in this rut with Russia, she'll be back, but we in this shitty situation, so I mean, we really can't do nothing about it.
And that's looking like. I mean, I guess we're operating in good faith, but what's stopping us from saying, yeah, we'll pull support, start to pull support, she gets released, and we just go back?
I mean, that's a good idea. I think you kind of want to keep your word and shit like that, because that's when nuke talk come out. Like, oh, y'all playing with us. Y'all really playing with us. Are we gonna let one of these fucking nukes off on y'all ass? See what's funny.
Yeah, I just don't think it's as easy as people make it. People think it's just a dick swinging contest, and we can they're just not responding to what we're saying.
Right.
It's hard to negotiate when a motherfucker's not responding. Like I can throw trades at you all day, but if you don't counter, what the fuck am I supposed to do?
Right. And I mean, if you're not gonna take a weapons dealer for somebody that had a vape oils.
We're giving you a first rounder for a bench player, and you won't even look at it.
Yeah, you getting a generational talent.
Yeah,
in terms of what they trying to do, but
giving you a first rounder. What do you want us to do here?
Nah, man. It sounds like a lot of people got fucked up decisions to make. The government, I don't know how much pressure they feeling from the people. I don't think what I was saying earlier. Nobody's really putting pressure on the government. I mean, the WNBA is. I'm not sure how much pressure. I see the NBA saying free her or we are BG, but I don't know how much that's going to press the government to make a play. It's just a fucked up situation that whoever got to make that decision got a hard ass decision to make, man.
Agreed. Topic you want to go next?
Alec Baldwin, man. What's up with him? What's up with him?
I saw it. So did he post a picture of the girl?
He posted a picture of the girl. Said
that he accidentally killed?
Yes.
That's bad taste.
What could be going through somebody's mental, accidentally killed or not, to post them only a year away from taking their life?
I saw it. It said 1 year today, and it was her, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's poor taste. I mean, it's just like, let's read the room. What he should have did, he shouldn't have did anything. That's what the fuck he shouldn't have did.
Yeah, leave that shit alone, bro.
But if you want to post something, like, at least give us a paragraph of how this shit haunts you every day and you can't live with yourself. Something. Not a 1 year today, like it's a fucking Facebook memory.
Yeah, express regret or sympathy for the situation. Matter of fact, don't say shit.
Don't say shit.
Don't say shit.
Don't say shit.
Look at that question was asked in the interview. Honestly, the fact when they said they resuming shooting the movie, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? If this ain't the greatest movie of all time, this is some bullshit.
That was nasty. I got nothing for it, honestly.
Yeah, I just couldn't believe that he posted it. And when I seen him say they're resuming shooting the movie, I'm like, I thought this was a fucking tragedy. Why would we keep going with this? it better be the best shit ever. Like if this shit
accidentally shooting somebody and then posting a year later, 1 year today, period, is so fucking nuts, dog.
Her behind the camera.
Yeah, that shit is nuts,
You ain't
dog.
supposed to wear a fan.
Like, dog.
You ain't say sorry.
Yeah.
Like, bro, what room are you in,
dog? Like, nobody on your social team was like, dog, chill.
Yeah, this ain't it, bro. I don't even know if he did keep the shit up.
If you felt necessary to post it, say, I can't believe I did this, so-and-so, tragedy, blah, blah. Honestly, there's no reason to post, though. No reason to post.
You accidentally run somebody over, you're going to post a year later?
It'll be crazy. If I got off with involuntary manslaughter and I post the person I killed a year later, that's ridiculous. That's not helping the family.
No, that's traumatizing.
At least say you started a scholarship fund or something, dog. Like, let's do something here.
Disgusting.
Pennsylvania had a debate last night. I saw some clips of it. It was Dr. Oz versus John Fettermen.
I will say this. I didn't see it, but they have the biggest beef on YouTube fucking ads. As far as fucking I've never seen no shit like it. I've seen every video from Reddit Philly shootings in Dr. Oz's anti-Fetterman campaigns. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, and they just attack a few takeaways. So Fetterman had a stroke a little while ago. He can't speak.
What?
He can't, like, he talks, but he fumbles over his words. Like, he misplaces the words. Like, he'll say words, like, in different spots than they should be, so he fumbles through the sentences. It sounds fucking awful. I'll be blunt about it.
Is this for the whole PA or just Philly?
It's PA.
Oh, my gosh.
So it sounds pretty fucking awful, honestly. Like, he was stumbling through it the whole time.
Candidates.
Yeah, and he was like, he started off and said, yo, I had a stroke, and he's going to say I had a stroke, but, like, being in a position of power, you have to project that.
Right.
And, like, I sympathize with the stroke, but, like, take some time off.
Right.
You know, like, I wouldn't have even agreed to that, but, like, he fumbled through it a lot, and it was like, I like the fella. Like, I like his whole strategy of, like, I don't really wear suits. He wore a suit there, but, like, I'm wearing flannels and I'm the everyday man. Mm-hmm. That's what most people like. But, like, when you get up there and you speak and you can't, like, really complete sentences because you had a stroke, which is fucked. It's really projecting weakness. And Dr. Oz comes on there and they keep saying, well, he doesn't live in Pennsylvania. He lives in Jersey, blah, blah. And obviously Dr. Oz is a fucking loser. I mean, there's no hiding, Doctor. I'm so sick of the celebrities fucking running. Everyone's like The Rock. I'm done. Just give me somebody normal. I'm not a politician, not a career politician, not a celebrity. Somebody somewhat fucking normal.
AOC.
Kyle and Chris were chirping me so bad that you support AOC. I really would love them to come on here.
Yeah, please do.
But fucking give me somebody normal that I'd like it would be in there. But like Dr. Oz comes on and they asked him an abortion question. He said, abortion is between a lady, a doctor, and her local politician.
What? Who said
that? Dr. Oz.
Oh my
what
God.
are we talking about? What are we talking about?
Pocket. A local politician.
Like, dog, what?
What the fuck?
That's who you think it's between, dog? That's who you think it's between?
Wildin'.
So I walked away from it and I said, not the best candidates. Not the best candidates. You talk about abortions between a lady, her doctor, and a politician.
What are we talking about, bro?
Anything to do with a pussy, ovaries, womb, none of that shit. It's nothing to do with your local politician unless you're fucking them.
Fuck no.
No business there.
The fact he even said that shit. Was there a crowd?
If there was, I didn't hear their reaction.
I was about to say, I want to know what the fucking people in this, like, what's the moderator's reaction to that? Like, what? Did she ask the question back? You think that's between the politician and the woman?
I will say this, and little not off topic, but not necessarily straight. We are a lot more split on abortions than I realize.
As a country?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
A lot more split on abortions than I realize.
For sure.
A lot more.
For sure.
Because we're laughing at that shit, but like half the people that saw were like, "Fuck yeah, brother."
As far as what Dr. Oz had to say?
Yeah, politicians should outlaw that. He's right. He's right.
Imagine we get to a place like that, man. That's some sick.
What's next, bro? Gay marriage?
If they pass that nationwide, that's definitely next.
Segregation?
I wouldn't be surprised.
What are we doing next, dog? Religion. I just said it's because of religion. You know I hate that shit.
That's what it is. Honestly.
Don't fucking enforce your laws on me because of your religious belief. Don't.
I would wonder if that is the main cause of it, though. I'm thinking it's money, man. I think they see the birth rates going down. They don't want to lose power as far as a demographic, certain demographic.
I mean, if it wasn't just strategic, like if I didn't think it was just strategic, then playing to the audience, there is some science about like the low birth rates and how we're not going to be able to replace the workforce down the line. So like people should be having more babies, but that's not the solution. The solution is taking cost of living the fuck down.
Yeah.
And having higher paying jobs so people don't have to wait until they're 35 so they can afford a fucking kid.
I feel like if the cost of living was what it, not necessarily what it was 20 years ago, but somewhat feasible, I guess. People that may have no kids probably have 1 or 2. People that got 1 kid may have 3 or 4. Who knows?
Motherfuckers ain't buying houses until they're 36 now. Most people don't want to put a kid in an apartment.
Hell nah. Why would you?
Well, like I can't call it. Maybe I don't know, bro. That politics shit is different. But yeah, Fettermen didn't look great. I mean, physically he didn't look great either. He had a baggy suit on. So
Steve Harvey.
He had a Steve Harvey, dog. He did. He had Steve Harvey.
Somebody you would want to vote for?
No, he didn't look. He didn't have that cool factor. And I know you don't need it as a politician. Like Bernie doesn't have it. Like a lot of people don't. But he didn't. He just wasn't one of those guys that'd be like, that's who I want to argue. Like that. He needs to argue some of my views for me.
Right.
This wasn't that. And the stroke shit's fucked up. Because strokes are brutal, man. They are.
Yeah, because you live the rest of your life.
Life's life, man. Like it is what it is. You know, you lose your arm. I'm not picking you up to play basketball. You might be good, but like
I couldn't imagine a stroke. I got a damn Achilles injury. I couldn't imagine not having a damn control of the right side or left side of my body.
Oh yeah, brutal.
Goodness gracious.
Brutal. Where do you want to go next, man?
We ran through all my shit.
I got in my notes Ashanti strikes back.
Oh yeah, I didn't see the clips. I didn't see the interview. So I mean, if you want to enlighten us, I could find some clips if you want.
If we're talking about canceling, that motherfucker Ivr Gotti was begging to get canceled, dog. Like,
he really clapping the way she's saying.
Yeah, he was begging to get canceled. That's one of those Johns where you're like, bro, just shut the fuck up. Like, yo, shut up and let this go. Like, she was making it seem like, I know the main clip that's going around is like she was saying Ivr Gotti said that he made her fuckable, he made her desirable, he did that.
Do you want to play the clip?
Yeah, we can play the clip. That's fine. Like Ivr Gotti made her fuckable, please. Ivr Gotti, it's Ashanti. She's thick as fuck. Great skin complexion. Like, come on, dog. Right, JT didn't make Rihanna fuckable. What are we talking about?
He would say, you know, niggas want to fuck you because I made you look like that. I made you fuckable.
Please.
In
those exact words. So
that is insane. that is insane. This motherfucker act like he bought her body.
Yeah.
Paid for fucking facial reconstruction surgery.
Yeah.
Taught her how to walk and talk. Come on, Irv, man.
And it was, yeah.
That is some wild shit to say.
I made you fuckable. You're a loser. That's what you are, buddy.
Bro.
And it got worse. Another one of her clips, she was saying that he kind of manipulated her and there was a weird power dynamic. He was basically saying nobody wanted to work with her outside of Murder Inc. Nobody was asking for her features. No producers wanted to produce for her. So she was pretty much alluding that he controlled her power and made it seem like he was the only way to progress her career because he was the only person willing to put her on the shit and work. And when you get into that and you look at the age dynamic that she was like 19, 20 and he was like 32, now you're starting to look at a Me Too kind of situation, buddy. And if you wanted to get canceled that bad, like have at it. But I don't know why the fuck you would bring it up. And nobody wanted to work with Ashanti at the time? Please.
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
Come on, dog. Ashanti was on fucking fire, dog.
Yeah.
Ashanti was on fire.
Sick shit, yo.
It's weird that she's been quiet this whole time and like he's just been going and she just comes out and is like, yo, and cap. Like, yo, and then she's even saying like he keeps painting this picture of me being disloyal, abandoning them when they were in trial. She's like, dog, I was shooting John Tucker Must Die, and I was at the courtroom 5 times, and they have me on camera going in and out. So I was there. I don't know why he keeps saying I wasn't.
Damn.
She's like, it's just like flat out fucking lies. And now it paints Ivr Gotti into another corner of where we were already looking at him like, bro, that was some pussy from 20 years ago. Let it go.
You gotta chill.
And now we're looking at like, bro, you was being creepy bragging about the pussy?
Yeah.
What are you talking?
It's weird because 20 years ago, again, women might not have said nothing. But the fact all these platforms exist, why would you think she wouldn't come out and say what was really going on? Or did you just forget?
Come on, bro.
What was really going on?
Come on, bro.
What is we doing?
What are we doing here? What are we doing here?
Somebody know the truth about a situation. They're not scared of you. They're not scared to speak. Why are you spewing all this shit randomly? And then for her to have to reply and make you look even crazier than you already look for saying the wildest shit that we've heard in a while.
It's bad enough if a boss is just telling you, yo, you're worthless. I make your value. I do this, this, this. When you have the dynamic of him fucking her, that's gross.
Yeah.
That's gross. Because now you're making it look like you're giving her a lifeline. You're the only one that's producing her career. She's a young, impressionable girl. And you're making advances to her. Yeah. What am I going to do?
And I mean, what do that sound from similar to? Sound like some Weinstein shit.
Weinstein, R. Kelly,
everybody
that's been canceled. Everybody that's been canceled.
Yeah.
Every single fucking buddy that's been canceled.
I couldn't imagine if he started losing deals, how he gonna act.
It's crazy too, man. You look at it and you go, wow, Ashanti was fucking on top. She was flaming. She was beautiful. Like, it's crazy how a scumbag fucking loser like Ivr Gotti can really like press somebody's confidence like that. And
I mean, at the time, you would be impressionable on somebody that's running one of the biggest labels in the world.
CEO, one of the biggest labels in the world. And you're a 19, 20-year-old. You're on your second label already. So you're like, oh, shit, maybe this is true.
On fire. When you drop, your shit blowing up. So you are going to listen to that person. But damn, the manipulation in that is insane.
Yeah. Unfortunate, I would say.
For sure. That's fucked up, man.
Yeah, absolute fucking loser. You want to go... Random thoughts?
We can go random thoughts. Random thought. Don't take any limbs for granted. You would be surprised how much you can do at a grown age without a damn limb. I always said I'd rather be my hand. I need my hands and shit. But the leg is a hurt piece, man. The leg, it's a hurt piece. Granted, I can still get around, grab everything I need to, blah, blah, blah. But the what is it? Just what is the word I'm looking for? What is the fucking word I'm looking for? Whatever that word is. I can't even think of it.
Inconvenient?
The inconvenience of not being able to use one of your legs is kind of crazy. But yeah, from what it's worth, surgery on Friday. I didn't know if I said that in the beginning. Surgery on Friday. I said I'll be walking in about 4 weeks. Probably be a little fucked up on the walk. But yeah, man, don't take your limbs for granted, man. These shits is beautiful. And it's crazy. I was in the doctor's office looking at the fucking skeleton. And it's like, somebody did create this shit, dog. This shit ain't come from no Big Bang, bro. This shit ain't come from no Big Bang, bro.
Where he finds God at the doctor's office.
No, I've been believing in God. I've been believing in God. But it was just more clarity. Like, motherfuckers really believe a Big Bang? Like, we gotta stop with that.
Yeah, motherfuckers.
We gotta stop with the fucking Big Bang shit, bro.
Motherfuckers. Random thought, we were going to talk about it. We didn't get to it. Carl Anthony Towns called out Anthony Edwards and said when people like, when he comes up here joking, you want to play the clip?
Yeah.
We can play the clip.
I didn't realize it was at a post.
And was just telling us that he put a lot of this on him and he's got to be better in back-to-backs, that he has not done that so far. Can you help him through that, or just is that a young player trying to figure out what to do in this league and how to answer the bell 2 nights in a row?
I mean, maybe I could do a better job of teaching him how to take care of his body, diet and everything. So that'll be on me. I know y'all think it's funny up here when he talks about Popeyes and all that shit. You know, that doesn't make me happy to hear. You know, we're high level athletes, so
Ant was just
Fake leadership. I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it. It's like if there's an ideology or like the concept of like star players have to be great leaders, and like that's fake leadership. That's not real leadership. The real leadership would have said like, yo, I need to focus on myself, blah, blah, or like sidestep it. It's early in the season.
Yeah.
We're getting back. It's early in the season. It's just one bad game. We're on to the next. Not, oh, I need to teach him how to take care. You want to teach him how to take care of his body? Tell him. Don't do that.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that shit's whack. That was very whack of him.
Especially when Ant came to his defense when everybody was calling him so.
I'm not a fan. I thought that shit was very corny of him.
And Ant said that shit as a rookie, took his side like, yo, nah, that shit ain't gonna happen when I'm here.
It's just like it's complete false leadership. It's what you think you're supposed to say and do for your career, and it's not. That was a bad John for him.
Yeah, that was fucked up, man.
Well, coming up on that hour, that was a solid one, man. 100 next week.
Next week, the big 100. Till next time, views.